Hey everybody, it's your man James, back again here with another new comic book review for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bass Reeves #2 from Allegiance Arts by Kevin Grevioux and David Williams. This is the story of a lawman. It's actually based on a true character, Bass Reeves, who was a lawman in the Old West, a black man. It's also been said that some of his exploits were helped to fashion the myth of the Lone Ranger. So let's get right in on this. Last issue, Bass had accepted a job as a U.S. Marshal to help clean up the territory, and that's exactly where we start off with here, is him taking care of business. You know, just out there fighting the good fight for law and order in the Old West. I like this here. Some of this, you know, we finally got old Bass. We famous. You're surrounded, boy. Any last words? I got 3 to be exact. You under arrest. Love that tough guy machismo. So, you know, he's basically going around cleaning up everywhere, you know, doing what the lawmen do, and even helping the Native Americans who run into trouble from time to time. You know, because Bass himself had spent some time living among them, so he understands their ways, their language. You know, just right here, boom, nice. You know, and then key here is we see this one guy, this one lawbreaker. You know, his name is Yaqui, who it turns out will be very important later in the story. But while Bass is taking care of business, his son back home is getting into trouble. You know, he's getting a little peer pressure from his friends, so they head into the general store and tries to do a little thievery, but doesn't get far. You know, so they take him back home, and that's the lawman in the town brings him home to his mother and says, "I understand, Nellie, but it's just that I've seen this kind of thing before. A boy gets it in his head to test his boundaries. He takes dares and challenges in order to impress his friends and show how much of a man he is." You know, and all this is happening because Bass isn't around. You know, and the mother really gets down on him about it. You know, and then you just wait till your daddy get home. What daddy? You know, kind of trouble on the homestead. And so Bass, when he returns, finds out about it. You know, and yeah, not too happy. But before he goes off, the wife hits him with the knowledge here. "I'm a lawman, Nellie. I didn't raise no thief. He knows that. I know that. But what? But the boy misses his daddy, and that gives him cause to steal. It gives him cause to get his daddy's attention. You know, he loves his daddy something awful, and Lord knows I love his daddy even more than that. But he's grown up without a father in the house, without a man to show him the way he should go. Don't be hard on him for that. Be hard on yourself." You know, and so Bass goes to consult with the preacher. You know, telling him how he's feeling about all this. And, you know, but there's something else. But I sense there's something else. "My son got caught stealing." "I see. Well, young boys do things like that all the time. Not my son." You know, and this is where the real heart comes in here. Nellie says, "I'm neglecting him, all the kids. Now I feel like I may be sacrificing them for my own sinful pride of success." You know, so he's troubled by the fact that, you know, he may be a great lawman, but he might not be such a great father. You know, it's the duality of what he does in the world versus what happens at home, and I really like that aspect. And we end it with a little armed stagecoach robbery. And then you tell everyone, Yaki was here. So we can kind of see we're being set up for our major villain right here. I like the issue a lot. It was really great stuff. I like the image here. You got, you kind of got, here he is, the lawman, and you got all the homestead stuff in the background. A nice touch. David Williams art. He does really great with the action stuff. Stuff like this. Just really great images of Bass in action. But yet, you can also bring home the emotion, in the home life too. And he really does well in showcasing Bass's, emotions at feeling like a failure as a father. Even as he's cleaning up the Old West, he's troubled deeply by what he sees as his. Just like, look at that expression right there. That's great stuff. I really like his style. It really seems to fit well. Just once in a while, again, little things that get in the way, like you can see Bass here. You look at the figures, look at how they're drawn, and then you get the boy here. This arm. I get that he's a kid, but no kids that lean unless they're living in some starvation, poverty-stricken nation or something. That's just maybe a little rushed trying to get that in that way, and but it's not even just the kids, because you can see here with Yaki. Again, look at that hand, and then look at that wrist. That's a little off, but overall it's still really good. I'm liking it a lot. The coloring seems to be very, very nice. It's well done by Gabriel Eltabet. I'm sure I'm stepping on that name. Sorry, Gabriel. But he does a really good job. You got like this here. This is a great thing with the purple, and then the regular colors in the foreground with the purple background. I like that a lot. Just classic. Again, just look at that image here. Just a shot of the back of his head. Look at the coloring. Look at the shadowing. It's all atmosphere. It all works well together. Kevin Grevioux' story. He really knows how to nail home, the personal, along with the action. You got Bass being the badass. And then you got Bass being troubled. And he really knows how to drive that home. I think it's really well done. Yeah, once again, this is a really good book. The first issue impressed me. This continues to impress me. Of all the Allegiance Arts books that I've read so far, Bass Reeves seems to easily be the standout. So if you like great comics, with lots of, interpersonal drama and action and, great characters, Bass Reeves will give you what you need. I'm very impressed by it. And I'm not a fan of Westerns. So for me to really, be into a book like this, I would have thought this one would have been the one I would have been the least interested in, not being a fan of Westerns, being force-fed them by my father when I was growing up. I used to watch a lot of the Duke and, all those guys, and, so I never became much of a fan of Westerns, but this is very well done. It may be a Western story, but it's not about the West. It's about a man trying to do right by, the law, and as well by his family, and how difficult a line that is to tread. Really great themes in here. Definitely recommend. I give this issue 8 out of 10. Definitely check it out. Head out to your local Walmart, or go to Walmart online, or wherever you got to go. Make sure you check out Bass Reeves. Of all the Allegiance Arts books, this is the one that I could easily recommend to just about anybody. So definitely check this out if you get a chance. You won't be sorry. Grevioux and Williams are doing excellent work here, and all I can say is I'm interested and eager for the next installment. So I don't know what higher praise you can expect from someone than that. So definitely check out Bass Reeves if you get a chance. And that'll about do it for this review. So If you liked what you heard, hit that like button and drop me a comment. Or if you didn't like what you heard, drop a comment anyway. I'm always interested to hear what people got to say. And make sure to smash that subscribe button so you're never miss another review or anything else here on the channel. And until next time, take care.